Mr. A. Krishna Kumar, Managing Director of State Bank of India, joins us now. To start with, how is the credit offtake panning out for SBI for the second quarter, and where is the most growth for SBI coming from, corporate or retail?
Well, credit growth in the second quarter has been good in the sense it's been excess of 20-21% on a YoY basis. There has been a substantial growth in the corporate book, as well as fairly decent growth in the retail segment, especially the home loan segment.
So, Mr. Kumar, what is the outlook on interest rates then? We saw SBI hike the lending rates before the policy, and now we're seeing fund costs as well rise across the board. Could a base hike be as well on the cards?
Well, I cannot say about that right now, because we'll have to look at how the numbers pan out when we come to September 30th. But certainly after the quarter is over, we'll take a look at the way the funds availability has been affecting us, if at all, and then take a call on the interest rates scenario.
Give us a flavor of your cost of funds. How have they moved off late? Have fund cost changed after the policy statement?
No, after the recent policy was announced by the RBI governor, we had already increased the deposit rates quite substantially a day or so before that. So certainly as we go ahead, there would be an increase in the cost of funds. And even in the last few days, I think the cost of funds has been moderating. It has not come down to levels of, say, Q1, but certainly it is lower than it was about in the beginning or middle of September.
So what kind of pressure do you expect on your margins for the second quarter? And do you think that you may not be able to maintain your margin guidance?
I doubt it very much. I think we will be able to maintain the guidance we've been giving on margins. And the fact that we have increased the deposit rates along with the increase in the base rate and the interest rates on advances as well. So I think we will be able to maintain the guidance on margin, but again, it remains to be seen what happens in the first week of October.
Mr. Kumar, State Bank of India has been raising NRE and FCNR deposits and making use of RBI swap facility. How useful has the swap window been for SBI?
So we have been pegging the NRE rates in tandem with the rate of the domestic deposits. As far as the FCNR goes, we have not yet made full use of the RBI's provision that we can go up to 400 basis points over the swap rate for FCNRB loans, FCNRB deposits beyond 3 years. That's because we have got quite a bit of FCNRB funds, which we find are not being fully utilized by us because corporates are not coming forward to take loans against the FCNRB deposits. Right now, we would not gain much by swapping it into rupee, but then we'll always keep the option open, and as we go ahead, if we find that there is a pressure on the resource mobilization, we'll certainly look at the FCNRB deposits route.
So in terms of asset quality then, Mr. Kumar, could one expect an improvement in the second quarter? Where is the most amount of stress coming from?
Well, I cannot comment on that because we have to wait for the September 30th numbers when they come out. But hopefully there has been a lot of work at the ground level and at the grassroots level in terms of resolving the NPAs which have cropped up in all the segments. So let's see what happens on September 30th.
Having said that, Mr. Kumar, we saw significant stress on your agri NPA portfolio this year. Have things moved favorably on that front?
Yes, in terms of the agricultural NPAs, as we had mentioned in the Q1 analyst presentation, there was an issue about the large number of agricultural cash credits which were not renewed, leading to a slippage in the book. We have gone on a nationwide campaign to renew the agricultural cash credits which have either slipped or are about to slip into the NPA category with a fair degree of success. So I think the indications are good, but again, as I said, let's wait till September 30th to see the exact numbers.
So could you walk us through your fundraising plan for the year then?
No, right now there's not much of further information on this than what is already there in the public domain. The government has said that they will be capitalizing all the banks to the extent of 14,000 crores, as was mentioned in the budget earlier. So I think we would probably get our due share of that.
Mr. Kumar, appreciate your time and thank you for joining us.